Hello and welcome to GA&P. On the coffee table today I have a Japanese-made FGN Expert Flame in Vintage Violin. The Expert Flame is a modern single-cut guitar made using the classic wood combination of a mahogany body and a stunning, highly figured maple top, with a mahogany neck and a rosewood fingerboard. As well as the highly figured top, FGN added flamed maple fingerboard binding with mother-of-pearl and abalone inlays. FGN is located in Matsumoto, Nagano, Japan, and has been making musical instruments since 1960. They are reported to have ghost-built a lot of high-end instruments for brands such as Ibanez and Yamaha. However, they don't just build for other brands. FGN actually produce their own line of very high-quality guitars, which, if you can find one, offer a serious alternative to Gibson, Fender, PRS, Ibanez, and even boutique builders like Sir and Tom Anderson. Let's take a look at the website. FGN makes a range of different electric guitars, basses and hollow bodies. The Odyssey is their take on a Superstrat, the Iliad has a distinctive tele vibe, and the Mythic is clearly geared towards metal. The Neo Classic is the LP of their range, and the Expert Flame is FGN's own modern single cut. If you're enjoying the review so far, please take a minute to leave a comment, hit like and subscribe. I've got a few really nice guitars for review which I'm working on, and I really appreciate the support. The headstock is a take on the classic three-a-side style, but has a unique shape that some will love and others will hate. I particularly like the carve at the top, which shows just a glimpse of the mahogany neck. The tuners are non-locking Goto machine heads. They are smooth and hold tune perfectly. There's a bone nut which is perfectly cut and shaped, essential for tuning stability and playability. When I get to play a new guitar, I inspect the nuts straight away. The attention to detail here really speaks to the care taken over building the instrument. The truss rod cover has something written in Japanese. I assume it says Fujigen like the text below, but who knows, it could say anything. If you speak Japanese, please leave a comment and let me know. Whilst you're down there, click like and subscribe. FGN is inlaid into the headstock, and there are twin overlapping diamond inlays on the fingerboard, with mother-of-pearl on top of abalone highlighting the usual positions. Okay, so the frets are awesome, they're perfect in every way. FGN state that they use their proprietary circular fretting system, which is honestly unnoticeable to the naked eye. Whether it's really doing what they say, I can't tell you, but the fret ends are rounded to perfection, no sharp bits, no dead notes, and the action is low with zero issues. The neck carve is a comfortable C, it plays like butter. I would compare it to a chunky tele neck rather than a Les Paul, but it is its own thing and is very comfortable for both chording and lead. The neck has a satin finish. You can clearly see where they've taped off the neck. It's a set neck with a rounded sculpted heel, giving good access to the upper frets. But it has a chunky body a la Les Paul, so don't expect too much. Although unique to the Expert series, the body shape is still familiar. There's a traditional violin carve on the maple top, and the solid mahogany body has a belly carve and is a reasonable weight of around 9 pounds. The pickups sound good to me, however they don't blow my mind. I've considered changing them out for a PAF type, either burst buckers or preferably bare knuckle mules. You can make your own mind up from the demo coming up shortly. Henning of HP42 fame went to the trouble of replacing the pickups in his Expert Flame and concluded that the FGN pickups were already great, so I'm not sure whether it's worth the extra expense. The fun continues with FGN's own tailpiece. It has the option to work like a traditional stop tail, or you can choose to string the guitar through the body. I've tried both. The difference isn't like light or shade. If anything, it feels very slightly different in the string tension, with the tailpiece option feeling like the string tension is slightly reduced. The Tune-o-matic style bridge is a Goto GE104B, and finally there's a master volume and tone control, no chord splits or taps, and a 3-way toggle switch. It also comes with a hard case, which is fine, feels okay, won't blow your mind. Okay, let's have a play through the pickups. As is the new tradition, the backing track here is provided by Elevated Jam Tracks. I can attest to one thing, the Expert Flame is flawless, clearly built by master craftsmen, and is very good value for money. I got a great deal on this one from Coda Music in Stevenage for just under £1,300. They're usually listed at around £1,800 in the UK. I believe this is an excellent guitar. It's flawlessly built, sounds good, plays great, looks very expensive, and was a bargain. FGN are making excellent instruments, and before I go any further, I highly recommend you get out there and find one to try. If you disagree with what I'm about to say, then leave a comment and we can have a debate. In my opinion, FGN fits into the underdog category very nicely. In a world where the top guitar brands offer one of the third most expensive items that many of us buy, it goes something like House, Car, and then Gibson R9. Everything is right with this FGN, but the brand is missing something that I think a lot of guitar players covet. It starts with the website, which in FGN's case is fairly basic, and there's not a lot of information available on the brand. There's no history, there's no guitar icons playing one, and there's no real story behind the brand, other than they've ghost-built guitars for Ibanez and Yamaha, who themselves have successfully built a large roster of artists who promote their guitars to the next generation, cementing their brands in the minds of guitar players across the globe. Sadly, to date, FGN don't appear to have broken through and remain an obscure option. Bearing in mind they've been around for over 60 years, FGN don't appear to be marketing themselves very well in the Western world. Their guitars really aren't widely available in the UK, Europe and US. The information available to us, the punters, is lacking, and the website offers minimal information. The dealer network doesn't seem to stock very many guitars, and FGN seem inconsistent in what they offer, in that specs have changed a lot over the last 10 years. For example, this one has a high gloss finish, and the current one is listed as satin, And this older Expert Flame has 4 controls more like a Les Paul. If FGN had a tenth of the brand power of Fender, Gibson or PRS, they'd be selling these for at least $3,000. And having played and owned a number of Gibson, Fender, PRS, Ibanez and Yamaha instruments at all price points, I can tell you with absolute certainty that this Expert Flame is every bit as good as anything the aforementioned brands have to offer. So if you're in the market for something a little different, you can forgive the terrible model name and you can find one, you should buy an Expert Flame. Thanks for watching. Please click like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one.